Welcome back. Nigeria's emergency evacuation of its citizens from South Africa is continuing as fresh groups of Nigerians return home amid ongoing xenophobic violence. The federal government has confirmed that another batch of evacuees has safely departed Johannesburg, while more flights are expected in the morning days. The latest developments comes as Nigerian community leaders in South Africa are calling for stronger diplomatic action to protect thousands of Nigerians who remain in the country. The big question is this: will evacuation alone solve the problem, or should Nigeria push for stronger guarantees to protect its citizens still living and working in South Africa? While bringing vulnerable Nigerians home provides immediate relief, many believe long-term diplomatic solutions are equally important because thousands of Nigerians continue to reside, study, and operate businesses across South Africa. The federal government announced that 39 Nigerian nationals were evacuated from Johannesburg, South Africa, on Friday, July 10th, as part of its ongoing emergency response to the xenophobic attacks. The latest evacuation followed on earlier flights and was organized to ensure that Nigerians who were unable to board the previous aircraft were not left behind during the evacuation program. The announcement was made by the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Bianca Odumegwu-Ojukwu, who explained that the additional evacuation was made possible through emergency travel arrangements facilitated by Air Peace. According to the minister, the arrangements ensured that the government's evacuation schedule continues smoothly without disrupting the larger repatriation program already underway. According to Ambassador Odumegwu-Ojukwu, the emergency flight departed Johannesburg and was expected to arrive at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos at approximately 8:50 p.m. on July 10. She explained that the additional operation was necessary because some Nigerians had completed their travel documentation within the stipulated deadline but were unable to travel on the earlier evacuation flight. The minister also expressed appreciation to Air Peace for supporting the evacuation efforts. She commended the airline's management for collaborating with the federal government and making additional travel arrangements possible. According to her, the airline's cooperation ensured that affected Nigerians were able to return home without unnecessary delays or disruption to the overall evacuation process. The evacuation exercise is not yet over. According to the minister, another evacuation flight carrying approximately 300 Nigerian nationals is expected to arrive in Nigeria next week. She described that flight as the final phase of the ongoing evacuation program, which was initiated following the escalation of xenophobic incidents affecting Nigerians living in South Africa. Ambassador Odumegwu-Ojukwu also reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to protecting Nigerians living abroad. She stated that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu remains committed to ensuring the welfare, protection, and safe return of Nigerian citizens whose lives have been affected by the ongoing violence. According to the minister, the government priority is to provide assistance to those who wish to return while continuing to monitor developments in South Africa. The latest evacuation has also drawn a response from the Nigerian Union South Africa, commonly known as NUSA. While welcoming the efforts made by the Nigerian government, the organization said evacuation should not be the only response to the crisis. Instead, it called for stronger diplomatic engagement with the South African government to guarantee the safety of Nigerians who remain in the country. In a statement signed by its National Publicity Secretary, Akindele Oluwafemi Olunloye, NUSA expressed appreciation to the federal government, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Nigerian High Commission in Pretoria, and the Nigerian Consulate General in Johannesburg for coordinating the voluntary evacuation program. The organization described the evacuation as an important humanitarian response for Nigerians who no longer felt safe remaining in South Africa. However, the union stressed that many Nigerians continue to live, work, and own businesses across South Africa. According to NUSA, no Nigerian should be forced to endure harassment, organized hostility, threat to personal safety, or the destruction of businesses simply because of their nationality. The organization therefore urged both governments to ensure that those remaining behind receive adequate protection. The union further called on Nigeria to intensify diplomatic discussions with South African authorities to secure guarantees for the safety of Nigerians, their homes, businesses, and other investments. It argued that the long-standing diplomatic relationship between both countries should be used to ensure justice for victims of xenophobic violence and to hold those responsible for attacks accountable under the law. According to NUSA, the governments of Nigeria and South Africa should also ensure that Nigerians whose businesses or properties have been damaged receive justice. The organization pledged to continue working closely with Nigerian diplomatic mission in South Africa to support Nigerians still residing in the country and to promote their welfare while the situation develops. The latest evacuation comes amid renewed reports of xenophobic attacks that have prompted several African governments to monitor the safety of their citizens in South Africa. Xenophobic violence has periodically affected foreign nationals over the years, leading to deaths, injuries, destruction of property, and emergency evacuations involving citizens from different African countries. For those who have returned home, the evacuation offers immediate safety and an opportunity to rebuild their lives. For those who remain in South Africa, however, questions about long-term security, protection, and peaceful coexistence remain unresolved. Many Nigerians will now be watching closely to see whether diplomatic engagement between Abuja and Pretoria produces stronger guarantees for the safety of Nigerians still living in South Africa. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you find this report informative, kindly like, share, and subscribe for more news reports. I'm Chidera Esom. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next reports.